And scene. Hi, everybody! Okay, Gabe's breaking character. I was doing a little improv. New character that I'm trying. It's Mr. Podcaster. Welcome, everyone. It's another episode of this podcast. That's a podcast where we acquire and review the latest and greatest snacks.
Mm-hmm. So you know what to try and what not to buy.
That's right. We've got a lot of snacks to get through today. But first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Evan. I'm one of the hosts of this podcast.
And my name is Gabe, the other host of this podcast.
And what's the name of this podcast, Gabe?
Well, what we've been calling it is the
Super Tasters Podcast. And that's on period. That's true. That's the T.
That's the T, sis.
All facts, no cap, on God, you don't miss, for real, for real.
That's
now,
true.
what kind of snacks we get into today? A lot of new stuff.
Yeah.
We got the late night
Sizzling
cheeseburger for Doritos. We got the brand new Buck and Ranch Takis. These, I didn't even get word of these, but you remember how much we loved the honey mustard pretzel sticks and the voodoo pretzel sticks from Zapp's. They just made a new spicy Cajun pretzel stick.
Oh, yeah.
And we've also got this brand new snack stick from Jack Link's Wild Dr. Pepper flavor. Sounds putrid. What do you got on that side of the table? Oh, another Dr. Pepper
That's
flavor.
true. Following the Dr. Pepper, we have the Peeps Dr. Pepper, the Dr. Peepers, if you will. We got the...
I will.
Good. That's. I'm glad you will. We got the Barbecue Blast Takis chips.
Also new.
We got the new churro flavor cream Oreos.
Yes, sir.
And then this is not new, but new to us. It is the ranch variation of the chicken and a biscuit cracker, which, you know.
Love the chicken and biscuit growing up.
We grew up eating it.
I never tried any of the variants, so I'm excited to try that. Yeah, we got 2 ranch, we got 2 Dr. Pepper, and we're going to save those delicious sweet treat Oreos for the end. But first, whoa, hold those horses, because it's time for the snack news. Now, it's been a while. We missed a couple of Fridays. The list is getting pretty long. So because it's such a long list, this might end up being a 2-parter. We'll see.
Oh.
That's just a note for the editor. That's not going to affect the people watching this podcast.
That's true.
Okay. First up on the snack news, Lay's is bringing back the wavy Cuban sandwich flavor for summer. There's 2 limited edition Pepsi flavors coming out, Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Peach.
Interesting.
Oh, I think that might just be one flavor. Limited edition, Pepsi Lime and Pepsi...
It's lime and peach?
Lime and peach? No, lime and then peach. 2 flavors. Hey, don't you look up my news. Don't you look up my fake news. Yeah. Cup Noodles just released an everything bagel with cream cheese flavored ramen. We did get our hands on those, so stay tuned for that.
Mm-hmm.
Salsa Fresca, well, let's flip that around. Lay's releasing a Salsa Fresca flavor.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Lay's releasing kettle-cooked lime and cracker pepper.
Maybe cracked pepper?
A bit of a typo. I'm a little bit like a Ron Burgundy character. I just read it as it was written. Let's take it again. Lay's releasing a kettle-cooked lime and cracked pepper flavor.
Interesting.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego. 4 new Skittle flavors coming out. 4 new Skittle juices have come up.
Skittle drinks.
These are Skittle drinks. Original flavor, sour flavor, wild berry, and tropical.
Okay.
They're probably very like Red 40 forward.
Oh, yeah. And you said they're juices, right?
They're juices.
It's not like a soda.
No, they're not sodas. They look like Faygo, kind of.
Okay.
Cheez-Its releasing a ranch flavor. You remember when we said that ranch was releasing a Cheez-It flavor? It looks like they're doing a little bit of a 2-part collab. Cheez-Its releasing a Hidden Valley ranch flavor. Kiss is releasing a strawberry ice cream cone flavor. Smart Food Popcorn is releasing a Lay's sour cream and onion flavor.
Interesting.
They're making a cookie based off of crumble. They're making a cereal. They're making a cereal based off of crumble cookies. Kellogg's is releasing a crumble cookie cereal.
Oh, okay. We haven't done a cereal on the podcast yet, but you never
No,
know.
we don't really. Well, cereal is like a dinner food. It's not really a snack food. Cereal's like breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yeah.
Little Debbie's is releasing apple cinnamon donut sticks. By the way, I did just fact check the Pepsi flavors, and they are Pepsi Lime and Pepsi Peach. 2 new flavors of Pepsi hitting shelves. Pop-Tarts releasing crunchy poppers in 2 flavors: strawberry, frosted strawberry, and frosted brownie crunch.
Interesting.
Kettle Brand. Now this is exciting. Kettle Brand chips releasing a sweet and spicy gochujang flavor.
Ooh.
Yes, sir. Doritos releasing a Baja Fiery Mango flavor. Veggie Straws brand chips is releasing Veggie Puffs mac and cheese flavor.
Crazy.
Hot Ones are releasing a snack mix in 3 flavors: tangy chili, smoky sweet, and hot habanero. The snack mix consists of pretzels and nuts, maybe a couple other things.
Okay.
So it's like a bar. It's like a pub kind of mix.
Yeah.
Oh, here we got this bad boy. Jack Link's Wild Dr. Pepper flavor. And then last but not least, Little Debbie releasing birthday cake cream pies.
Cream pies.
Birthday cake cream pies. Yeah. So that's it for the snack news. I know it was a lot. I'm probably going to have to splice it up when I make them into shorts. So where would we like to start with today's episode?
You know, I'm thinking either we go for the Takis or the chicken and a biscuit ranch.
Okay. I'm very curious about the chicken and the biscuit. You said there's some good jokes on here. What did one chicken say to the other?
I don't know. What did they say?
OMG, I'm a talking chicken. But see, that doesn't make sense because...
Okay, interesting.
And because the other chicken is like, do they both speak? Because
I was just about
if
to
a
say.
chicken is communicating with another chicken, they're talking in chicken tongue, in
Yeah,
chicken language.
exactly.
They don't need to speak English.
Unless this is the first chicken that somehow is magically imbued with consciousness.
But then the other chicken's not going to
and the other
understand.
chicken, the other chicken's be like,
It's like,
was
yeah.
it-
What do you call chicken yolks? Fuck. What do you call chicken jokes? All right, let's get into these. Okay, so like I said, we grew up with chicken and a biscuit.
We did. It was,
I
one
don't
of our,
know.
it was one of our favorites. We didn't get
Yeah.
it all the time, but when we did have it, we were crazy.
I don't know why you don't hear people talk about them as much these days. Maybe they're more of a southern thing. I mean, chips
Overall.
smell pretty good.
Oh, wow. Very
They
savory.
come in and out of favor.
I was going to say, I feel like chips are a nicer experience overall than crackers. I feel like crackers aren't as popular for
Mhm.
like a
because they're not
snack.
fried in oil.
Yeah, I need that oil. Wow.
You know, like you said, crackers have a little bit of usually a lighter flavor.
Mm.
You get a lot of the chicken, of the just the biscuit flavor. You know, just the cracker.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of like a flavored Ritz.
Slightly better texture. I think that you get
Good ranch flavor.
very strong ranch flavor. I think that from what I remember of chicken and a biscuit, there's a very savory
Baby.
aftertaste. Like right when you're done, you're like, oh, this is, and it makes you want to keep going back for
It's
more.
the chicken blood. They soak their crackers
True.
in chicken blood.
True. It needs that blood, baby. I mean, this one is like really good ranch flavor, but it doesn't have that savory send off.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like chicken and a biscuit
Uh-uh.
with ranch. It feels like ranch
ranch.
crackers.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree. I miss that savory element. That's why I almost feel like the normal chicken and biscuit is superior
I
to
agree.
this.
I agree.
But
Maybe we should get regular chicken and biscuit too to just double check one of these days. But
I feel like kids would like this. It's a good snack for kids especially if you don't want to give them ranch. Kids love ranch, but you give them a bowl full of ranch and a spoon. Eventually, it's going to catch up to them.
That's
That kind of
true.
lifestyle is going to catch up.
this is a
to
better
them.
alternative to the bowl of ranch that we're currently serving our children.
Yeah. It's kind of like Big Daddy, Adam Sandler, when he's like, "What do you want to eat?" And he's like, "Ketchup." So he gives him a bowl
When
full of ketchup.
Frankenstein is eating a plate full of ketchup.
That movie's underrated. I don't care what any of you guys say. Okay, well, that being said, what do you want to give these guys?
As they stand right now for me,
Yeah.
I'd probably give them a 3. If it had that chicken savory aftertaste, I'd probably give them a 4.
Yeah, they're fine. I would say they're like probably closer to like a 2.5. Since we don't give half ratings, I think that I'm comfortable giving it a 3 because it's not bad. It could use a lot more, I think.
Yeah. It does not beat regular chicken and a biscuit for me.
Well, you want to go ranch to ranch? Buck and Ranch Takis?
Let's do it.
We've been pretty critical of Takis on the podcast. I don't know if we've tried anything that was Taki that we really, really enjoyed. I think the thing that we liked the most was probably the Dragon Sweet Chili, if I remember correctly.
I definitely have gotten those again since doing the podcast.
Yes. And so this is a Buck and Ranch flavor. Now, it's interesting because when Takis does stuff like this or like their queso flavor, it feels like they are abandoning the things that make Takis Takis. Because it's like that citric acid, that vibrant color, the spiciness. None of that, I don't think, is going to be present here.
No, it's just a rolled ranch tortilla chip now.
Interesting to say, like you said, these have been kind of shrink wrapped. For some reason, I put them next to an electric kettle when I was making my oatmeal.
Right after you made oatmeal,
And it sucked the air out of it.
It compressed it, yeah.
Hank Green, how did that happen?
Yeah,
What happened there, Hank Green?
Let us know in the comments.
Dude, okay. Oh, I'm actually so pissed. Look how much there is in this bag, dude. This is like a quarter. This needs to be... Look, this is where the Takis start. I will never not bring attention to that, dude. Like, how do they get away with it? How do they keep getting away with it? This is how much Takis would be in the bag if you lined them up, like, side by side, like single file line.
There is like 2 tortillas worth of Takis.
That makes me mad, dude. That makes me mad. Takis, not a good start. They do, I will say, these are flavor blasted.
They smell good. They look dusty.
They are covering my fingers. It feels like at first impression is it's going for like kind of like a cool ranch Doritos.
Yeah.
But it peters off pretty quickly, I think. And then you just get the tortilla.
They taste
burnt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
a lot of Takis have that kind of aftertaste though.
And very oily and not in a good way. They taste saturated in oil. They are dense.
There's a reason that we've said it before, we'll say it again. The Doritos Dynamitas blow Takis out of the water every single flavor that they have.
Correct.
The base Dynamitas are better than probably anything that Taki puts out. But then they came out with the... And are they only in the fries? Like the hot honey mustard? And
I think I've only seen them in the fry puffs, yeah.
Well, both of those are also better than anything that Takis makes. Yeah, this is...
This tastes like they were soaked in popcorn butter. Like the fake popcorn butter.
Dude, if you put this seasoning on popcorn, though...
No, that'd be good, yeah.
Ooh. It's a good seasoning. Honestly, it makes it taste underflavored, though, because the tortilla is so... I don't know. It's so powerful, the flavor of the tortilla. It overpowers the flavor of the seasoning. I feel like that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Doritos certainly doesn't have that issue when they make Dynamitas.
No.
So...
You want to say the rating at the same time? I think it's going to be the same.
Yeah, let's do it.
1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 2. Yeah, it's a clear 2.
Yeah.
The texture is nice. That's why I keep eating.
The seasoning is good.
The seasoning is good.
And there's so much of it on there, but I can see now why they're so blasted. They're desperately trying to cover up the flavor of the tortilla, but
Of the saturated rolled corn tortilla, yeah.
to no avail, unfortunately. But
And you know what? You know what would make it better? Spice.
I agree. Make it a little bit spicy.
I just feel like it is a good seasoning blend. It's like you said, it is not on the right vehicle.
I mean, that's a great idea for
They're
a
not on the
flavor.
right vessel.
Spicy ranch is like, that sounds, I'm sold.
Well, yeah, Flamin' Hot Ranch
It's-
Doritos is one of my favorites.
I really just keep eating more because I want to get as much of that powder as possible.
The texture's nice too, I feel like.
You know what? Not everyone has that kind of burnt aftertaste, though.
Inconsistently cooked.
I would say, I could honestly, on a good day, I could probably go with a 3 for this. But first impressions are definitely a 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and we don't talk about this much, but after we snack on something for a while, my opinion will sometimes improve on certain snacks. Sometimes it'll decrease as well. Sometimes we're like, oh, this is actually maybe a 4 or 5.
As we're going through the week, you know,
yeah,
going
and
through
I need
the
something
reserves.
to snack on. I'm like, you know what, this is better than I initially thought. So, first impressions, not exactly everything. I think for now, they're going to sit at a 2. I could see it getting bumped up to a 3. If I'm watching a good show, if I'm in a good mood.
Would you ever buy them again?
No, but if someone brought them to a party or something, I'd be down.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh, great.
I think 2 is still a fair rating. Then.
Yeah, let's put them in 2.
You want to do the other
Oh, you're
Takis?
just gonna leave them open to the air. Yeah, let's set up the other Takis. Now, if you thought we were critical on that last bag of Takis, folks, we've been very critical on the Takis chips.
That's true.
I don't think I've tried a single Takis chip that I enjoyed, and actually, some of them feel like they were coming for me, like the ones that were in. I think it was in a tube, kind of like Pringle style.
Yep.
And there's something about that powder that's like. It just gets into the air. It's
Makes
like
you
the
sneeze
last of us
immediately.
spores. Yes, you're
Yeah.
coughing and sneezing. Do you
True.
want to open this for me? So I don't have high hopes for these. These are barbecue blast flavor.
They also keeping the trend of being egregiously underfilled, and they
Ooh.
smell weird. They don't smell like barbecue.
I kind of like it. It smells kind of spicy.
Yeah. I don't think that upon first smell impression, you would guess that this is a barbecue flavored chip.
Dude, I'm so dehydrated. It's so hot today. Every drink of water, I'm like, dude, that tastes like...
Yeah, dude.
That tastes sweet, dude. I'm like a hummingbird drinking nectar. I'm like, oh, what is that?
He's shoving his whole beak into his mason jar every time he drinks.
It tastes good. And you know that if the water tastes good, then that's...
That you're in diet.
You're dying. Your body is failing.
Your hydration meter was on red. It
Yeah.
was blinking.
I kind of like the smell, honestly.
They taste more barbecuey than they smelled. And surprisingly, one of the better barbecue seasonings, I think.
I don't know. They don't taste like that far off for me from the barbecue Lays.
Really?
No.
Interesting. You know what? No. I think they're a little too salty. I think
Yeah.
that they should have been a little bit sweeter.
Yeah, they're leaching the water away. My few sips of water that I've taken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not really doing anything for me. I don't know why I'm not getting it.
I think maybe with more seasoning and a touch of sweetness, this would be pretty good. I think that they were close. But flavor-wise, I think I like the Buck and Ranch more. And those guys are sitting in a 2.
I think so too. I don't know. They just don't taste that strong to me. Maybe it's a difference in our body's chemistry and our taste buds or something. I don't know why there's this specific formula isn't reaching all my taste buds. Yeah, I'm not very impressed with that.
No. It tasted at first, I was like, that there was promise. And then the more I
Yeah.
chewed, I was like, it just tastes like
The
salty potato.
artificial flavor takes over.
Yeah.
It coats your tongue, and just like a cement, and then it blocks all the other seasoning from getting to
texture.
your taste buds.
This one's not even seasoned, dude. That's a potato.
That's a potato. It's not even cooked.
yeah.
It's wet. It's floppy.
Yeah, I'd probably put these in 2.
Probably
I don't
put
know.
them in 2.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's okay. You saved the best for last, baby. You know I need to get the taste out of my mouth? Little Dr. P. Jack Links.
Little Dr. Cheese. Dr. Cheese.
Dr. Chi. Eastern medicine, Jack Links.
yeah.
Dr. Pepper is just a surgeon, and Dr. Chi is an acupuncturist.
Yeah.
Let's see.
My
5 grams
subconscious
protein.
really wanted to make a portmanteau for
What's
some
that?
reason.
Why does it have a wart?
It looks like a little fat piece.
Looks actually absolutely disgusting.
How's it smell?
Like it was soaking in Dr. Pepper. You guys are foul for that.
wow. It does smell like a can of Dr.
I will
Pepper.
say it's not fair of us to criticize it for being what it says
What
it
it
is.
says it's going to
Like
be.
if they were watching this, be like, yeah, we put it on the packaging. What did
Yeah.
you think Dr. Pepper flavor meant? We literally we put it in a can of Dr. Pepper and we shook it up.
It smells so Dr. Peppery that I feel like when you take a bite out of this, it's going to be carbonated.
What are the spice? Isn't it like 51 spices in Dr. Pepper or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. 51 or 52
They just
flavors.
took the spices and they put it into the Jack Links. Yeah, it does seem like it's going to be carbonated. That reminds me. Did we talk about... This was off pod, but we had a Mountain Dew popcorn that was gifted to us.
Yeah.
Did we bring this up?
No.
It was a gift to us. It was like a fundraiser thing that someone purchased. It was like outside of a convenience store and then gifted to us to try. And I was like, should we try this on the podcast? And you were like, you brought up a good point. You're like, people wouldn't be able to actually get their hands on it if we did review it.
There wasn't any brands or anything on it either.
Yeah,
so
it was just like homemade, I think.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think we should have as a weird food because I tried it and I was like, I could have sworn it was carbonated. I was like, this is tickling my tongue.
And it tasted
It
like
tasted
what Mountain Dew should taste like.
just like Mountain Dew. Not only that, it was absolutely delicious.
It was great.
So if you, whoever made that, if you're out there, probably some like Girl Scouts somewhere, that was incredible, dude.
Yeah.
That was actually very, very good.
Nailed it.
So we should have tried it on the pod. Last time I listened to you. All right. I'm going to bite till right here so that you get the wart on your first bite.
Oh, good. Yeah, because definitely if you would have taken a normal bite, then none of us would have gotten the wart. What is it? What is it? What is it?
I'm eating.
I'm peeling it off. This smells so weird. Oh, no. This tastes like cough syrup.
Oh, dude, it tastes like, it tastes like soda pop. That missed my trash can. That's okay. I'll clean it up.
It's so oily, too.
It tastes like Dr. Pepper. This is, wow, that's foul. Wow, that's really bad. It tastes like soda. They put molasses in soda? It tastes like soda and molasses.
They put molasses in this. Good,
Dude.
Good. Whoa. Good guess.
Power over spices, power over all. Dr. Bamber. Thank you, everyone. That's a super taster in action. I mean, we got to finish it. Nothing like
Take half and I'll take half.
an oily Dr. Pepper flavored jerky stick on a hot summer day.
I don't know. I think that what you said is accurate kind of earlier.
Oh,
I don't know how much criticism we can give them for 100% delivering on what they're selling. If for some reason you want a meat stick that tastes like it's been saturated in Dr. Pepper, there you go, pal.
this is one of those foods
There
that
you go.
if you leave it out for 2 months, you'd be like, why haven't the flies gotten to it?
Yeah.
The flies won't touch it. There's no maggots. There's no carrion feeders at all.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? And it looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
That's an easy one from me.
Yeah.
I don't even want to lick my fingers after that, but it's better than putting them on my pants. Wow, that was, that's brutal. What was the last snack that we tried, snack stick? It was like a, was it a Frito?
Chili cheese Frito.
Chili cheese Frito. Was that also Jack Link's?
I think so, yeah.
They're wildin', dude. They're wildin'. Yeah, what do we want to get the taste out of my mouth? I think maybe, honestly, would it be crazy to do something sweet after that?
You trying to go the Dr. Pepper?
The Peeps, the Dr. Peepers. Yeah.
Since we're already in the Dr. Pepper universe, we should,
Do you guys watch Dr. Pepper Popper? She pops, she pops Peeps.
She removes peeps out of people's
Yeah.
skin.
Peep growths. No, that's
Dr.
enough.
Pepper pop. Huh?
Do you need help? Do you need a grown-up?
Yeah. I'm not, you know what?
Or,
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
I should say our fingers are very slippery.
Maybe
right
that's
now.
what it is.
There we go. Okay. They don't smell bad. They don't smell. And actually, the eyes on these are probably some of the best peep eyes.
You know you got a good batch of peeps when the eyes are where they're supposed to be.
When the underpaid factory worker is taking pride in their art.
This also smells like Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
In a good way this time. See now, this I can get behind.
Not bad. It's definitely one of the better flavor of Peeps that I've tried.
It works with marshmallow. It works
Yes, yeah.
as a dessert. I agree. I think this might be the best. This might be the best Peep I've had.
I didn't want to say it, but I think that's the truth. This might be my favorite Peep that I've tried. This is inoffensive. I would actually eat more out of the package, I think. I don't know, something about the marshmallow and the Dr. Pepper flavor reminds me of like a root beer float vibe,
That's a good way of putting it. It tastes like a creamier Dr. Pepper.
Creamy, dude. Speaking of creamy, you know how like Mormons do like their sodies? They're like soda floats,
Yeah.
or they'll do like they do like soda and like cream.
Yeah, because they
right?
have like soda shops where they make like, yeah.
Did you see they released what is the brand that does like the French vanilla coffee creamer? The very famous brand,
Oh.
the creamer brand.
Yeah. Is it something house? No, it's International Delight. That's what it is.
So they released, I think it was them. They released a coffee creamer that's specifically supposed to be used for making those sodas and cream that the Mormons love.
So what flavor is it?
I think it's like coconut something.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
I'll put it up on screen.
You know what? Thank you. Maybe I'm crazy, but since I
Don't
sorry,
talk.
go
Well,
ahead.
don't
Yeah.
talk over the picture of the. When YouTube changes their layout every 3 months and YouTubers are trying to figure out,
we're in
click,
a different
click
spot.
the link,
Yeah.
and it's up above their heads. What were you gonna say about the peepers? You know what's crazy about what?
I was gonna say, I think I gave the sour watermelon, or I wanted to give the sour watermelon a 4.
That is crazy.
I think this is actually a 4.
This for me is, when ranked among other candies, maybe not a 4, but this is definitely a 4 among peeps.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable giving this a 4. I enjoyed these actually.
Me too.
I can't remember the last time I've said that about a peep.
You know what's crazy? Even crazier. I'd rather have one of those than drink a Dr. Pepper.
Well, honestly, they're almost like not as sweet as a Dr. Pepper. Like
Yeah.
if you go off soda, because I don't normally like really drink sodas unless I'll try like a novelty soda maybe every now
That's
and then.
basically what
like
I do, too.
a Jones soda. But if you're off soda, by the way, that was for audio listeners, that does sound to be sucking water droplets out of my mustache.
Yeah, he has to clear the stash.
I need to make a change on either the way that I drink water or the way that I get it out of my mustache.
Maybe stop dunking your whole face into it.
I do, dude. When I take a drink, it's like this.
Yeah. Well, you do drink out of a gigantic mason jar.
That's true. That is true. I mean, on days like today, you kind of have to.
True.
What was I talking about? Yeah, sodas. When you stop drinking sodas and try to go back to drinking sodas, you get like 4 sips in, and you're like, dude, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
It's like you get like a headache. You're like, what's going on?
It-
Your body. It's crazy. I used to crush sodas when I was a kid. I would drink like 5 Mountain Dews a day.
Yeah.
And that was like a good day. I mean, a good day, as in like a good day for my body. Because on a bad day, dude, I'd be like 10 volt.
Yeah,
not
dude.
voltage. What would it be? Livewire.
Livewire.
Livewire,
Yeah.
code red.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Soda's crazy.
Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
What are you thinking?
I think it's time for these bad boys.
The spicy Cajun.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, spicy
Let's do
Cajun. Like I said, Zapp's pretzel sticks. They had 2 flavors that, I mean, for me, from what I remember, I would say both of those were a 5. I don't even
Yeah.
know if we were doing ratings back then, but it's, dude, the honey mustard and pretzels, by the way. I mean, already
It's
a
an
goated
award-winning
combo.
combination, yeah.
But their voodoo spice blend on the pretzels, oh, I'm getting goosies.
The honey mustard.
I'm getting goosies. Also, look at this little guy. Look at that little lobster, dude.
the little shrimp that's like...
I love when fish are excited to be food. Like, food mascots are like, it's like a chicken. It's like,
yeah, it's like...
hey, don't feel bad. Cut me up.
Cut me up.
So, those were phenomenal. This it's a pretty high bar for this to clear, but I do have faith in Zapp's.
They are pretty consistent with delivering high-quality products. I mean,
I
I
would
feel
say
like
so.
there's very few that we hate.
Ooh, smells good. Smells good. Smells like a Cajun blend.
It does. It smells... It almost smells
scramble
like an
out.
old...
The chip ghost possessed me. Sorry,
That's
it was
true.
a
That's true. You were in
Louisiana
You were
man who drowned in the swamp.
you were a bayou boy for a split second.
That's true.
They are very like dark colored in a good way, you know. It does smell very seasoned. It smells like a blackened seasoning blend almost.
Yeah.
Yes, sure.
Wow. Oh,
They're a little spicy,
it is spicy.
kind of herbaceous. It works on the pretzel. Great texture, great flavor.
And
Oh.
you know,
Of the 3 pretzel types, I will say this one might be my least favorite of the 3.
Yeah.
But it is still very
it's
good.
so solid. Yeah, people have tried to put People have tried to put the Cajun seasoning blend on chips before. Tim's have done it.
Yeah, the crab spice, which I did really like.
There's Utz has done it. I think my problem with them is one, sometimes it's the advertising. Like it's like, oh, it's a seafood with spice or whatever, and it's like no, because there's no fishiness. It's just a spice that you put on seafood. So this being just a Cajun blend, first of all, aptly
Great marketing,
named.
yeah.
But my problem with those was the chips. I think are maybe too thin. And there's a lot of salt in the spice blend. So it just ends up being so salty. But these, like pretzels, are food that you're used to being salty. The pretzel sticks are really thick. And so I think with the amount of seasoning that you get per pretzel stick, the ratio to pretzel to salt is really good.
The richness of the pretzel helps it a lot.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, this is solid. Like you said, it's not better than the Voodoo, not better than the honey mustard, but is better than probably every other pretzel stick on the market. If there's a better one, point me in that direction, please. Ooh, these are hearty. These will go crazy at a seafood boil. Like, why don't people bring this kind of stuff to barbecues? It's always like plain Lay's,
Barbecue chips.
Lay's cheddar sour or Ruffles cheddar sour cream.
Yeah.
Lay's barbecue chips. It's like, bro, get a little experimental. Broaden your horizons.
These are great.
Yeah, I mean, what are you thinking? They're even listed as spicy. They're a little spicy.
I say it's a 5, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, because it's at bare minimum of 4. But
I have no problems with this. They did everything right. The bag is super full.
not only would I buy these again, maybe not all the time, but every once in a while, if it was like on sale, because they are kind of spendy, I will say that.
If you're looking,
if I went somewhere and they had them, I'd be like, oh, okay.
a man of culture.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're looking for a Cajun or like a seafood blend or like an Old Bay style chip, these I think are hard to beat. This is probably the standard for me. And I know people like to like praise Utz.
From the good chip brand, I'd say.
The brand is great. From the 1 or 2 flavors that we tried of the seafood variety that was like, wasn't doing it for me. Not the way that these are. These are incredible. Yeah, I agree with the 5. I still like the other ones more, but these are easy recommend from me.
Very nice kick. They are definitely the spiciest in the line, too.
Now, the Doritos late night lineup, sizzling cheeseburger. Last time, what was it? Loaded taco?
Taco, yeah.
I remember really liking the loaded taco.
too.
Doritos they're a rare miss.
They're very consistent for me. I think the blue cheese, buffalo blue cheese, is the only one that I was like, this is a waste of money.
That smells good. And you know what? I actually just made...
Ooh.
I just made a chopped cheese. I was worried for a sec. I spit out a tonsil stone like Jeremy Fragrance. Niche reference. Look it up. I just made chopped cheese for dinner last night.
Man.
And I mean, if you don't know what that is, it's basically just like a deconstructed hamburger, cheeseburger. It's like ground beef with American cheese, and you put like ketchup and mustard, cook it in, season it, and then just put it on a bun with lettuce, tomato, and maybe a little bit of mayo. And this is like smelling that and then smelling this. I'm like, they got the scent down.
I was just about to say, when you smell this again, think about a classic McDonald's cheeseburger. Smell that.
Yeah, I'm gonna do like a deserted island meme where I'm seeing you as a giant. cheeseburger.
I'm going to be the big cheeseburger. Yeah. Evan, why are you looking at me like that? Evan, we still have seagull
I have
meat.
a napkin in my shirt and a knife and spoon.
Evan, we still have a quarter of a coconut. What are you looking at me like that for?
Seagull meat. You're kind of right. It does kind of smell like a McDonald's cheeseburger.
It smells like the combination of American cheese, pickles, and ketchup to me.
Which is funny because the late night, is it supposed to invoke foods that you're eating like 3 a.m.?
Yeah,
you know, like
yeah.
I need something. So it's like, yeah, loaded taco, cheeseburger. Makes sense. Let's get into it, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah, enough preamble.
The Doritos cheeseburger that we got in Japan, the cheeseburger flavor, do you remember that? Was that Doritos or Pringles?
I think it was Pringles.
Might have been Pringles. That was really good.
Yeah. Japanese snacks don't miss.
Wow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Beefier than I expected. closer to, wow, very tangy.
There's a lot. No, it's not.
I
It's okay.
totally
I'll edit it out, droplet by droplet.
Thank you.
The gleek will be erased.
Thank you. Also, bag is half full instead of a quarter full, so we take that.
That's very good.
This is crazy.
That's very good. Dude, imagine these with the ketchup Doritos, dude.
Make a little mixed bag.
Yeah, ketchup mustard Doritos and then the cheeseburger Doritos. That's about as accurate as you can get.
This definitely tastes like an American-style fast food cheeseburger.
Yes, 100%. Not like a slider, but like the classic like baby cheeseburger size. Not like a Five Guys, but like a In-N-Out kind of cheeseburger.
Yeah.
This is
You're getting a
very
little bit
good.
of sweetness, a little bit of tanginess, savoriness from the meat, and then you get the classic Doritos corn chip flavor that works really well with it.
Oh, that's it. Inner peace. I just felt it. I reached it.
We got it.
I'm enlightened. I could die in this moment
Listen,
with no regrets. Wow.
the Doritos praise is still being sang strongly. It's not going
deserve
anywhere.
it.
They deserve
Dude, the
it.
barbecue Doritos slap. The mustard Doritos and the ketchup Doritos slap. Like,
Dude, even if you're going regular nacho cheese Doritos, still a good classic. You got Flamin' Hot Nacho. You got Flamin' Hot Ranch. You got the sweet chili, like Asian flavored.
I'm actually just astounded by the accuracy of this cheeseburger flavor. Like, even the aftertaste. It's like, how did they do this, dude?
Please buy these.
Okay. Well,
Strong endorsement.
what are these, like,
$5-6?
$6?
And tell them that we sent
Tell
you.
them the
That's true.
Super Tasters sent you.
One day, if you guys if with your guys' help, if we pop off, hopefully one day we'll have a coupon code. We'll give you a little Doritos discount.
Is that that's your dream? That's the highest peak you think we can reach? You're like, one day we'll have a coupon code.
Making sure that the people can have cheaper snacks. That is my dream.
What do you
Feeding the people snacks.
What do you
more
think is
affordable chips
the peak of the podcast? Getting discount codes.
for other people.
No, it's free stuff, dude. For us, not for them. Free stuff for us. The rich get richer.
I'm trying to pretend to be a good person here.
I'm trying to be relatable. We get so rich that we can buy anything that we've ever wanted, and we don't have to spend money anymore because people send us stuff for free.
That's true. Actually, do the second one, please. And I spit again. I can't stop spitting. They're so good.
It's all over the base of the microphone. Yeah, onto my floor. Yeah, throw the cut onto the floor. You want to wrap these for me? That's an easy 5.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
what a locked in 5 looks
that
like.
is a textbook 5. I'm flushed, dude.
These are so good. Doritos, like every other chip, is way too expensive. All snacks are way too expensive these days.
Yes.
But if you are trying to splurge, I feel like Doritos is your...
Dude, these just made me splurge. That's maybe a friendly podcast. All right, time for something sweet. A sweet little treat.
I'm actually really excited about these. I hope they don't let us down.
Yeah, the churro flavored Oreos. I mean, I feel like historically, churros obviously incredible.
Yeah.
One of the best. But churro flavored things almost never miss, in my
True.
opinion.
The
Almost
churro ice
never
cream.
miss. Yeah.
Fried dough flavored cookie with churro flavored cream is what we're looking at here with the churro flavored cream Oreos, limited edition. Let's get that first smell test.
Yeah. Whoa, smells great. I'm a little skeptical. Wait, how many do you do? You do one normal one.
Yeah.
One where you just eat the cream.
Yeah.
Then you just eat the cookie, and then you make a double stuff.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do 3. That's a that's a lot.
Well, I'm an Oreo fiend.
I'm skeptical whether the cookies will taste like fried dough, but I guess we'll see.
Well, we'll find out. Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers, dude. It definitely does taste closer to the churro experience than just being it's cinnamon flavored.
Yeah.
There is a doughy aspect to it that is reminding me of the pastry.
Well, let me get in before I assess. Let me get on just the cream. and then just the cookie.
That cream is really good.
And that's what she said. I'm bringing it back. It is very good.
There's little like, almost looks like toffee pieces in the
Yeah,
cookie.
in the actual cookie, I see that.
It's definitely a good cookie on its own. It holds up on its own.
Yeah.
The aftertaste, I think you get kind of a fried dough. It's like very rich and like a
A little bit of an aftertaste. You're right. It's a subtle flavor to try and recreate, but it's there. There's the double stuff, folks.
and now we're just being indulgent.
Yeah, these are really good. These are really good. We've said it before, but usually I feel like the novelty flavor of Oreos don't come close to me as just being as good as just a normal plain Oreo. The balance they achieve on those. This is good. The cream is maybe a little bit sweeter than like a normal Oreo, but the cookie brings a good balance to it. It tastes great, and they capture the churro flavor pretty well, I would say.
Yeah. So here's my opinion. As a lover of Oreos, as a lover,
As a lover, not a fighter.
as a lover of sweet treats, I got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
I think that they deliver on the churro flavor. The cookie's good. The cream is good. I think for me, they're a 4 because they're too sweet. I think they're just
I agree.
A tiny bit too
and
sweet.
too sweet is a good problem to have because it means like you'll be 4 or 5 cookies in and you're like, okay, I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
Sometimes with Oreos, the balance is so perfect that they're almost undersweet.
With a regular Oreo, you're saying? Yeah.
So I got to keep going back.
Yeah, 'cause
I
you
got
get
to have more.
the deep
and you can
cocoa
go
flavor.
through the whole package.
Yeah.
So it's a good problem to have, but I agree. They're just a tiny bit too sweet, but like we said, we're not soda drinkers.
Yeah.
We don't eat candy that often.
This is a great milk one, I think, to have. Like,
yeah,
dump
with
this one
milk.
in
Oh,
yeah.
dude, I have milk too. I literally have whole milk. I mean, 2%. Fat guy shirt pull.
Should we do a quick little...
Yeah, why don't you get the milk and you get our... Wait, before you get up, I was going to say, it's been a while now, but you said as a lover, that's your opinion. Yeah. This is my opinion as a fighter.
Thank you for bringing it back.
Yeah. All right, folks, milk test. I'll go first. What's your strat? Because I'll half the Oreo and just like hold it up like Hitman style, suffocate it.
Until the bubbles stop,
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hold it in for. I hold it in the milk for a little bit because I like a softer Oreo if I'm going milk and Oreos because you want the milk to saturate it, right?
Yes.
Unless the only other way you could do it really is like dunk it for a little bit and take a sip of milk after. I feel like.
Yeah. That definitely helps with the problem of it being slightly too sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree. You got to saturate it. Otherwise, like if it's a dunk that's too quick, the milk's just gonna slide right off.
Yeah. What's the point?
There's no point. Damn, you did the whole cookie.
Way better with milk.
They always are. Yeah. Okay, now that's dangerous.
In fact, I'm gonna do one more.
I knew he would, dude. I knew he would. What have I done?
On their own, they're a 4. With milk, we're approaching 5 territory. It needed that little bit of, like you said,
We're approaching 5 territory. Yeah.
It needs to be rounded out with the sweetness a little bit.
I think I'll still hit him with the 4. What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm gonna clear my palate. We've got our weird foods lined up. You want to introduce them?
Yeah. So 2 of these are new. 2 of these came out, I think, last year. Last year, Hostess came out with these iced latte flavors. So we have the Twinkies iced latte and the Ding Dong iced latte. And new as of this year, partnered with Victor Allen's iced coffee, we have a Snickers iced coffee and a Twix iced coffee.
Well, I guess we start with the old and then get in with the new.
Sounds good to me.
Ding dong for a ding dong. I will say, I'm a little bit biased in the other direction towards these because I don't like coffee.
Yeah.
I don't drink coffee. I don't really drink anything, honestly. I drink water, and that's pretty much it.
Big
Like,
water drinker.
I don't drink energy drinks. I don't drink coffee. I'll drink alcohol occasionally.
I drink everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Mixed all together.
Mix all together.
Like when you go to, like a Taco Bell and you put your cup under each one of the...
Yeah. For me, it's like whatever liquids are in the house, I dump them all into one big glass.
So yeah, I'm probably not going to like these, but this is okay, so I've got Ding Dong and Twinkie.
Woo.
Should we just go one way? Doesn't smell bad. It smells kind of caramely. There's no caramel in Ding Dongs, though, is there? It's just the cream, right?
But you're right. This smells like caramel. That one smells like vanilla.
All right, let's do the Ding Dong first. So
Ding
you
Dong
take
first?
a sip. I'll take a sip. Yeah, Ding Dong ditch it.
Yeah, it's fine. It tastes like kind of like a Starbucks one.
Honestly, not bad.
No.
Not bad. I like the sweetened coffee.
If it wasn't, if I didn't know that it was Ding Dongs, I would have guessed it's like a caramel iced latte.
Like a cocoa inspired.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the Ding Dong. Yeah, not bad. Not like super off the wall. This is a little bit more yellow.
It is.
It's the sponge cake.
They're definitely going for more of a Twinkie aesthetic as opposed to the Ding Dong. Oh, you didn't shake the Ding Dong up.
What on the instructions does it say to shake it up, my guy?
Fair enough. I shook up the Twinkie one.
Did you?
I did. Before I go to the Twinkie zone, I'm gonna taste this that it's shook it up.
Yeah, take me back to the Ding Dong zone.
It's more chocolatey.
My body's gonna throw up.
I think it definitely made a difference.
It's like chocolate milk in here.
Yeah.
Okay, this good. Twinkie one, my assessment, not good. Twinkie one, bad. It's so mild, and it doesn't taste anything like a Twinkie. It tastes like a watered down version of the Ding Dong one.
It just tastes like a sweetened iced latte, yeah.
Like they just added a little bit of water and a tiny bit of yellow dye to the formula.
I think you're 100% right.
I'm going to put them in order. Ding Dong first, Twinkie last.
Last place so far.
Stickers?
You going Twix or Snickers?
I'll open one, you open the other one.
Yeah.
We'll do them both. Hey, you know what? Crazy thought. Let's review them both.
Let's review both. Let's review all the things that we bought.
Let's do Snickers first, though, to
Okay.
answer your actual question. All right, you already shook these?
Yes.
I will say, I don't eat candy often. When I do, I love a Twix, man. I
Twix
think
is good.
of the chocolate caramel candies, for me, Twix is number one.
For me,
I-
it's Snickers.
It beats out Snickers, beats out Milky Way, beats out all of them for me. Ooh,
So this definitely has a more, it has a stronger scent.
the Snickers one smells like peanuts, dude.
Ooh, it does smell like peanuts.
The Twix one smells good. Okay. I do not like peanuts either.
You don't like peanuts? At
It's
all?
just the worst nut, dude. It's the worst nut.
I'm not going to argue with it. Well, Brazil nuts are pretty bad.
I'm talking about the common
Of the
place
common nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst nut.
Wing nuts are also pretty annoying.
Me personally, I'm a corn nuts guy.
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that.
Ooh, I do.
Does that taste like a Snickers to you?
Yeah, it does.
Maybe it's the peanuts. I'm not vibing with that at all, dude.
Yeah, I like that. But I also like coffee and I love Snickers.
No, it's the peanuts. Yeah.
The coffee, I will say the coffee quality in the
Yeah.
Snickers and Twix is better than the coffee quality in whatever company makes the
Right.
Hostess flavors.
So would you put these above Twinkies then?
That's the Snickers one is the favorite one that I've had so far.
Really?
Yeah,
I can't in my heart put it above Ding Dongs.
that's fair.
I'll set that
Send
over.
it by me.
Yeah, send it over to you. Yeah, I'll claim these two so far. Twix. I love a Twix, dude.
Oh, I think you're gonna like that. That tastes creamier. It tastes more caramely,
There's like an aftertaste.
like candy bar. It tastes like there's candy in the coffee. These are definitely not a get it every day kind of thing. It definitely does taste more desserty than like a coffee, like a this is my morning
Yeah.
coffee kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, just it'll make you feel, and not even just like the effect it has in your body. It'll make you feel, I think, mentally like you are at an all-time low. You know, this
Yeah.
is like an ATL drink where you're like,
ATL.
and you're definitely gonna have 2 back to back. Let's be realistic
I'm gonna
here.
drink all 4 of them.
I don't like this. I feel like there's like a weird aftertaste to it. I don't know, but like I said, I don't drink coffee. For me, the clear winner is the Ding Dong.
The Ding Dong. Let me take it. Yeah, we'll take one more sip of the Ding Dong.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
I could drink this
After tasting the other 2, that tastes more like a Ding Dong.
Yeah.
I think I know why you like those 2. These 2 definitely have less coffee in them.
Yes, you're right.
1,000,000%.
And that's probably why I like those less.
The Hostess ones have
Well,
less
you can
coffee.
tell they're just not. They're
not
a
as
lot more
dark.
clear. They're
I
not
think
as
that's
dark.
so. If you are not a coffee drinker,
Yes.
the Hostess ones are more
the
for you.
Twinkies and the Ding Dong.
I think that if you enjoy coffee, you're gonna like these ones because there's just more coffee in them. So
Yes.
it's kind of hard to rate them because they're kind of.
But I think you just did. Yeah.
I think that they all, minus the Twinkie. Actually, don't get the Twinkie one. Just don't get the Twinkie one.
Twinkie one's a waste
The
of
Ding
time.
Dong one and the 2 candy bars, they definitely come closest
They
to
deliver,
delivering on
yeah.
what the flavor is. If you like a little bit more coffee, you might like these ones. But like I said, it's still an indulgence. It's still like a,
I'm not going to give them 1 to 5. I don't think, just because I don't really drink coffee. So
No, and it was also our weird food. I feel like we
Yeah.
don't always rate our weird food.
But okay, the highlights of the episode for me: the trio cream Oreos,
100%.
definitely great.
Yep.
The spicy Cajun Zapped pretzel sticks and the late night Doritos sizzle and cheeseburger flavor. I wouldn't miss them. I would
No.
try to go out of your way to get them.
Yeah.
We got both of them from Fred Meyer or Kroger if you're on the East Coast.
It's
or
a
Fred
it's a
Meyer.
Kroger store, yeah.
But those are terrific. Both of those are terrific. And strong contenders for the snack of the month.
Yeah, we're starting off pretty strong with that.
Yes.
With that late night cheeseburger.
But all around a pretty balanced episode.
I should say that the Dr. Pepper was this was
It was surprising.
a generous
Yeah.
gift, and also it was surprising for peeps. I think the late night cheeseburger was also a gift.
Yeah.
So shout out our generous benefactors.
We've got a lot of benefactors.
That's true. We always appreciate it. Even
Yes.
though we definitely don't take it for granted. Us snack hunters, we want to
Snack
shout out those
hunters.
that help the hunt.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. I think with that being said, I think that that's all there is to it, folks. I've been your host, Evan.
And I've been your other host, Gabe.
This has been the Super Tasters podcast. And Gabe, take it away.
I guess I'd just like to say,
Remember
to
Drink
caffeine in moderation. I'm just now starting to follow that advice. So
The milk was starting to put me to sleep, the warm milk, and the coffee woke me right back up.
shot him right back up.